Hello, I'm Jo from Specialist Language Courses. We are OET Premium Preparation providers here to help you prepare for your OET exam. In this video, we're going to look at articles and how you can use them in the OET writing paper. The material in this video is taken from our online course, OET Preparation for Nurses Writing. It's a MOOC that we recently released on the Udemy platform, and it's been specifically designed for nurses who want help with the OET writing test. Let's get started. So, what do you know about articles and how to use them? Take a look at these sentences. Are they correct or incorrect? And if they're incorrect, what should they be? So pause the video and have a think about that now. Let's take a look at the answers. So the first one was incorrect. Mrs. Smith underwent hysterectomy. No, it's a hysterectomy is the correction. Number 2 was also incorrect. It's a blood test was ordered. She will need to have a CT scan. Fine. And number 4, Mr. Baker will undergo a surgery for his hernia tomorrow. That is incorrect. No article with surgery. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the rules with articles. So procedures are countable. So when singular, you need to use the article a or an. For example, a hysterectomy, a colonoscopy, an operation, a CT scan, an MRI, a blood test, a sample, an exam, etc. Okay. However, surgery, as in the word surgery, is uncountable and does not take the article. So you would say a hip replacement, a hysterectomy, but surgery, not a surgery. So when do we use a and an, and when do we use the? So we use articles for jobs and people, so as in a man or a woman, when we introduce them for the first time. Okay, for an example, an appointment has been arranged with a financial advisor, and it means one here. I am writing to refer Lily Pandya, a 7-year-old student at Hatton Primary School, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're introducing the patient here or the job. However, when we know specifically what thing or which person we're talking about, for example, which physiotherapist or what operation perhaps, we often use the. For example, Mr. Khan has been reviewed by the physiotherapist and has been educated on post-discharge exercises. So here, the physiotherapist means the hospital physiotherapist. We know which one. Our physiotherapist works here as well. It really depends on what your opinion is and do we know who the physiotherapist is. Mrs. Jenkins underwent an angioplasty. So remember the procedure is countable. So an angioplasty 2 days ago. So the first time we're mentioning it, we're using this. But then we go, the operation was a success and she's now ready for discharge. So here we're using the operation because we know which operation we're talking about, the angioplasty. Another example, an appointment with the surgeon has been arranged for the 23rd of March. So it's the surgeon who performed the surgery or the surgeon who's going to perform the surgery. Okay. Have a look at these. Which one is correct? Pause the video and have a think about that now. So C is the correct option. We do not use the article the with medical conditions in English. Okay, so here are some more examples. She has had type 2 diabetes since 2004, not the type 2 diabetes. Test results show that you have high cholesterol. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1997, so no article. A little bit of practice before you go. Have a read of these 6 sentences. Are they right or are they wrong? And if they're wrong, can you correct them? So pause the video and have a look at that now. All right, let's take a look at the answers. How do they compare with yours? So the first one is fine. The tests we took last week show that you have high cholesterol. So the tests, we use the because we know which tests we're talking about. It's the tests we took last week. And high cholesterol does not take an article because it's a medical condition. Look at number 2. Mr. Fish underwent a left total hip replacement, not the, because it's a single procedure. Number 3 was also incorrect. You will need to have blood tests. Blood tests is plural, so no article. You might have changed it to a blood test singular. That's also an option. We don't know how many blood tests. We need to know more about the context to make that decision. Number 4 is also incorrect. I'm writing regarding Miss Grant, 60-year-old woman. No, it's a 60-year-old woman. And osteoarthritis, no article. Number 5 was correct. He was admitted to the hospital. So we're using the article the because we know which hospital, the hospital where you're working, which resulted in a broken left neck of femur. It's a single break. It's a single injury. Okay. Mrs. Kendry has been diagnosed with the dementia. No article. It's Mrs. Kendry has been diagnosed with dementia. So, top tips to help you improve your use of articles. Look at sample OET letters and notice the use of articles. Write down the examples in your notebook. Categorize them so you can work out the rules. Also, look at your OET letters that you've practiced and notice your errors with articles. Write example sentences to practice. Yeah, writing example sentences in a range of contexts. Okay, so take the examples that you found from the OET sample letters and then write lots of other examples in a similar context. Okay, write them within a full sentence as well, because that's going to help you when you come to write your letter. Thanks for watching. If you want more help with your OET writing, including articles and much, much more, just click the link in the description box below and enroll on our course. Don't forget to check out our website and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips and strategies for OET success. See you next time. Bye.